Hey everyone. So this week I decided to do my map on um, when I lived and got to travel in England and Europe. I lived in England from when I was about 4 to about 7, and it was a wonderful experience. Granted, some of my memories are a little limited since I was so young, but I still have great memories and feelings about living abroad and from such a young age that I hope one day I can go back because I still have some family who lives there, and I have some friends who live there. So hoping I can go back one day. So I'm going to actually start where I lived. I lived in Reigate, England, which is it's down here. It's a little south of London, and we'd actually get to go into London occasionally, and it was nice. It was a cute little town. We got to walk places sometimes, but it was still big enough that it was kind of substantial and it wasn't super small. Um, Next, um, I went to a school there called Micklefield, which was a short ways away. Sometimes we walk there. An interesting fact about the school that I went to, it was an all-girls school after about first or second grade, I think. So when I was little, so like 5, 6, I um, had some boys in my class, but then after a certain point, they had to go to a different school. I don't know why we had that rule, but we did. And we also had to wear uniforms, and we had a summer slash spring uniform and a winter uniform. So now on to places I got to visit with my family. Um, First off, we went to France, specifically Paris, and I do remember going to the Eiffel Tower. We didn't get to go to the top because the line was so long, but we got to at least go and then walk around Paris. Um, and that was a lot of fun, and we got to go to a bunch of museums and stuff, which I kind of remember, but not really. It all kind of for me, it all kind of blends together. Um, and then we also got to go to Germany, and I think we were actually there during Oktoberfest, which meant nothing to me as like a 5 or 6 year old, but um, I do remember going, and it was super fun, and we actually met people who were traveling from the United States at the time, and we got to hang out with them, and that was nice. Um, and so, yeah, that was fun. And we did get to go to Italy and travel around. And then specifically, I didn't realize this until a couple of years ago. We got to go to Vatican City. Um, and the only reason why I found this out was when we went there. Since I was so little, my mom wanted to keep me entertained, so she had me count all the nuns since it's Vatican City and there's a lot of nuns there. So she had me the whole day while we were there count all the nuns. And I think I counted something like 125 or something. And when I was talking about it with my parents a couple years ago, they're like, "Oh yeah, that was the Vatican City," and it kind of blew my mind that we were there. Um, so that was just kind of the one place I do remember going while we were in Italy. And it's just kind of a funny story of that's what I remember about the Vatican. Um, and then kind of the last main place I do remember going is Greece. And we actually got to go on a cruise through all the Greek islands. And I do remember when we were on it, it was very rocky and um, very, very rocky, and that there were many people who were getting sick. But um, of course, I appreciate going there now because we did go to like the Parthenon, and we did a couple other cool um, historical stuff while we were there. It is a place that I do hope to go back someday. So yeah, I'm gonna exit out. So these are kind of the main places I got to visit while I lived, and while I lived in England, I got to travel because I did go to a couple other places that I didn't mention. Like I went to Turkey and Prague, but I just kind of focused on the main places that we went to, and I hope to be able to go back someday. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching my map, and thank you for watching.